Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Today we're back here with the kill count, and today, well, don't look up, because it's time for Nope from 2022. Yeah, Jordan Peele's. I never really understood, why it's called this. It just feels off for some reason. I don't know, it's weird to call it Nope, you know? Like, you haven't seen the movie? Nope. Just, jeez. I don't know. Never really understood it. But anyway, might as well check it out. I think I should remember this film, but I'm not going to spoil anything, so I'll just let this thing speak for itself. Be sure to like, subscribe for more. Hope you enjoy. Let's go.
Hey everybody, in case you didn't know, we've moved all of our non-kill count content over to another channel. The channel you're watching right now, that's been here since 2017, will only post kill counts from now on.
Fair.
If you want to catch anything else that we do, it's over at Dead Meat Presents, our new channel that you should subscribe to right now. And by anything else, I mean everything else. The Dead Meat podcast will be posted there every other Wednesday. Every Monday morning, we do a horror news and channel updates live stream. Every year will be the Dead Meat Horror Awards, every January, the Horror Royal Rumble, and all other videos that don't have regular releases, including what's your favorite scary movie, all our other interview videos, Zorn's They Talk series, all the supercuts, all the event videos, any cut comparisons, any gaming live streams or cut downs of those, and any other random video that we feel like doing. And eventually, Production Tales from Hell after the contract with the sponsorship ends. But yeah, if you want any other thing that we do, make sure you subscribe to Dead Meat Presents. Otherwise, you can keep tuning into this channel every Friday for the kill count. Speaking of which...
Yep, let's go! Check out the old
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tell the victims in all our favorite horror movies and show you how they're made. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at Nope, released in 2022. Nope is the third feature film by writer-director Jordan Peele, who previously gave us the Oscar-nominated Get Out and Us. I know it's not a universal opinion, but Peele's batting 3 for 3 with me. I think all of his movies are either great or straight up masterpieces, and Nope is my favorite of them all. It has literally everything I want in a horror movie. Terrifying scenes, hilarious humor, interesting characters, gorgeous cinematography, one of my favorite scores of recent years thanks to Peele's returning composer Michael Abels, and layers upon layers of themes. Even more so than his previous two outings, Peele displays such a confidence in storytelling here. He doesn't hold the viewer's hand and walk them through the plot. Instead, he lays it out as he sees fit, embedding his images and dialogue with so much meaning that repeat viewings are not only rewarding, but necessary for a full appreciation. Nope follows a pair of horse-wrangling siblings as they try to capture evidence of a UFO. They're played by Daniel Kaluuya, who starred in Peele's debut Get Out, and Keke Palmer, who horror fans probably know from Scream, that is, Scream Queens and the MTV Scream series. Peele wrote Nope during the COVID-19 lockdown and used the premise of alien abductions to tap into our sudden fear of going outside. He wanted to make a spectacle that would help bring people back to theaters, so he intentionally wrote a script that he didn't know how to pull off, then assembled an expert crew who could actually do it. Nope is a mix of various tones and styles, as much an adventurous western as it is a horror comedy. It takes inspiration from all over the place, from Jaws and King Kong to Close Encounters and Signs, from The Wizard of Oz to Neon Genesis Evangelion. And it's absolutely riddled with themes and deeper meaning, exploring Hollywood exploitation, the nature of animals, and the different ways of dealing with trauma. There are so many hidden details, and I'll do my best discussing them all in this kill count. But if you want a more in-depth conversation, check out our podcast on the new channel, about the film, which now lives over on our other channel, Dead Meat Presents. Of course, above all, I implore you to watch this movie yourself. It is a masterpiece of cinema, and I can't stress that enough. There's a reason it won 3 prime ribs at our horror awards last year, including Best Original Picture. Will this alien be as affable as Alf, or...
There we go.
Oh shit, I completely forgot about this. Sorry, 1 second.
Hit it.
Hello and welcome to the 29th annual Sponsor Bee, presented by today's sponsor, Manscaped, the global lifestyle brand that's trusted by 10 million ball buddies worldwide, thanks to their products like their waterproof lawnmower family of trimmers. I'm James, your sponsor master. Now, contestant number 1, editor Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Your word is lawn.
Can you use that in a sentence?
Manscaped's Lawnmower 3.0 Plus is dedicated to comfort and ergonomics, offering an updated ceramic blade with a plastic guard that's rounded for enhanced comfort, and incorporates a built-in guard to reduce the risk of those dreaded nicks and cuts when tending to the family jewels.
Lawn. L-A-W-N.
Thank you.
Lawn.
Correct! Contestant number 2, writer Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Your word is mower.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Of course. The Lawnmower 4.0 Pro levels up your grooming game by offering wireless charging for 60 minutes of runtime on a single charge, as well as a travel lock to prevent accidental miss buzzers in your suitcase.
Mower. M-O-W-E-R. Mower.
That is correct. And final contestant, social media assistant Michael. Your word is ultra.
Definition?
Ha! And extreme, such as the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, the most advanced lawnmower available, with dual next-gen skin-safe blades, the trimmer blade for cutting through hair with ease, and then the foil blade, designed to get a sleek close shave that you couldn't get with just the trimmer blade.
Ultra. U-L-T-R-A.
Correct! Congratulations! You'll all be receiving your own lawnmower trimmers in the mail. Thanks for playing. Now get back to work. You don't have to wait for a sponsor.
I expected Zora to be like, hey, where's my invitation?
20% off and free international shipping on your order at manscaped.com. Will this alien adversary be as affable as Alf, or will its body count look more like a xenomorph Xerox? Let's
go find out.
And get to the kills.
Let's begin. Trauma, aliens, all around. Let's go.
With an ominous Bible verse setting up the theme of spectacle. We get a brief glimpse at a balancing shoe and a fourth wall breaking bloody monkey, but we'll have to come back to this horrific scene later. For now, let's meet Otis Jr., or OJ, and his father Otis Sr., two animal trainers who run the Haywood Hollywood Ranch. They provide horses to movie productions in LA, and they're getting ready for a big job that may just save their struggling business. All of a sudden, power and phone signal blink out as OJ hears some spooky sound design way up in the sky. If you didn't catch the distant screaming, maybe you'll catch some of the debris raining down. Otis Sr. does. OJ looks back and sees his pops flopping off his horse. OJ rushes his dad to the hospital,
he did.
But it's too late. His dad dies in front of him, actually all over him to be honest, and an x-ray shows what did him in. A nickel that went through his eye and into his brain. Otis Sr.'s untimely...
Yeah, just like... Ouch. Also, I think I remember back in the Mythbusters, they were talking about how a penny would like... Well, remember that old myth? Like the whole jump a penny from a skyscraper, I think? Just... right through the skull? Well, it looks like it worked here, except I think it just went through the ice sock and just... I mean, didn't go through it, but... Ouch. I might have to see if I can find that old video of Mythbusters doing that. I think they busted that myth, saying like, okay, it's not gonna go through here. I guess that's why they went through the eye. If you guys remember the episode, let me know. Anywho, back to Otis Jr. Should I just call him Otis now? Anyway.
Death leaves OJ in charge of the big job, but whether he's inexperienced or possibly on the spectrum, he's not cut out for the social aspect.
My name is OJ.
Yeesh.
I think my sister's gonna be here in a minute.
A little loud left, please. We can't hear you in the back.
Luckily, his sister Emerald is way more of a people person.
That's why back at the Haywood Ranch, as the only black-owned horse trainers in Hollywood, we like to say since the moment pictures could move, we had skin in the game.
Great reaction there from the on-set director played by Osgood Perkins, whose ties to horror extend much further than being Anthony Perkins' son. He directed The Blackcoat's Daughter, and his new movie Longlegs is due out this July. The director and his crew treat OJ's horse Lucky like a prop, prioritizing their movie over its comfort.
Tell the horse we're ready to do one.
A reflective VFX ball causes pony problems, and Lucky Bucky's nearly kicking their leading lady in the face. The on-set oopsie cost the siblings the job, with Lucky replaced by a green horse for post-production VFX. The duo drives back to Agua Dulce, their Los Angeles exurb that's mostly wide-open desert. Nope was shot on location there, following the steps of many other films, such as the Flintstones movie and Blazing Saddles. They stop at Jupiter's Claim, a hokey western theme park owned by their neighbor Ricky Park. Parks built this place off the fame he got from being a child star. He even goes by Jupe, the name of his character from his biggest film.
You literally the Asian kid from K-Share?
Production built this entire little western town from the ground up, complete with a steam-powered train and an actual petting zoo. To save a little bit of time and money, everything was built at 3/4 scale, but still, they went all out bringing this place to life. Peel and producer Ian Cooper even thought out the park's in-universe economy, where visitors would have to pan for gold that they then exchanged for jupe jangles, the currency of the land. Their efforts were preserved when a lot of the set was moved to Universal Studios Hollywood. I was lucky enough to walk around it as part of a special event a couple of years ago, but visitors can still see it all year round as part of the tram tour. Haywood Ranch has been selling its horses to Jupe to make ends meet, and now that they've lost another job, shop, Lucky is the latest to get sold. OJ wants to set up a process for him to buy the horses back, but Jupe makes a counteroffer. He wants to buy their whole ranch outright. The siblings discuss the deal later that night. Em had a complicated relationship with her father and wants to pursue other jobs in the industry.
And I'm Emerald Haywood. I direct, write, produce, act. I do a little singing on the side. Motorcycles, baby. Look, I make a mean grilled cheese. If you're looking for crafty, just holla at me.
But OJ was the chosen horse heir and is less inclined to take the offer.
Pops did something when he made this place. He changed the industry. That's real. I can't just let that go.
I love the sibling dynamic between OJ and Em. It's sometimes combative, but they ultimately love each other and are friends.
So I guess you don't want to see what's good with Dad's liquor cabinet then, huh?
I got that hobby weed too, actually.
I especially like watching them reminisce about their father, since I just went through that myself with my own sister. Love you, Janelle. True to life, it's not always positive memories. Em recalls a time she was supposed to inherit a horse named Jean Jacket, but Otis Sr. instead decided to use it for the Scorpion King. She remembers watching OJ train her horse from the window, and remembers him watching her watch him. Their sibling bonding segues into tunes, but Em grooves so hard, one of their horses runs away and gallops into the night. OJ follows the white horse, whose name is Ghost, out to their property line, where he hears Jupe's voice coming over a loudspeaker. He watches as the UFO-looking lights of Jupiter's claim power down as he once again hears the sound of distant screams. As the screams travel across the sky, so does the power outage, taking out radio towers and even pausing Em's jam. The source of the screams and rolling blackouts appears to be a friggin' flying saucer in the clouds. Holy shit! A freaked out OJ tries to check the ranch's cameras, but the power outage prevented them from capturing anything. He discusses the incident with his sister.
What's a bad miracle? You got a word for that.
Bad.
Nope.
He surmises this UFO is the thing that killed their father. The two realize that selling footage of the spacecraft could be the solution to their financial woes. This movie's stunning nighttime photography comes courtesy of cinematographer Hoyt van Hoytema, a Christopher Nolan regular who earned an Oscar nom for his work on Dunkirk. Van Hoytema shot Nope day for night, meaning all these scenes at night were actually filmed during the day. They had to do that since it'd be impossible to light the expansive desert landscape at night. Based on a method he used in 2019 for Ad Astra, Hoytema used a custom rig that he refitted from shooting 3D to shoot scenes in both infrared and 65mm at the same time. The footage was then layered together in post-production to beautiful effect. This is insanely impressive stuff, as if shooting handheld with an IMAX camera wasn't already challenging enough.
It's an appliance. Really?
It does look like an appliance, yeah.
Nope was actually the very first horror film to be shot on IMAX. Here's hoping for more. The siblings visit Fry's Electronics to upgrade their gear, since they hope to sell the footage to someone reputable, like Oprah.
Nigga, I didn't say Oprah. You said Oprah. You love Oprah.
Store employee Angel Torres figures out what they're trying to do, so he hikes out to Agua Dulce to help with the installation. Dude's really into aliens.
You're not even calling UFOs anymore. It's fucking UAPs now.
Angel sets up their eyes on the skies and wants to join the alien hunt, but OJ and M would prefer to keep it in the family.
I mean, you're really not gonna tell me what the fuck's going on?
Nah.
You'll know soon enough.
Oh, cool, cryptic.
Angel was originally a friendlier character, but Peele enjoyed Brandon Perea's audition so much, he rewrote the character to match his surlier take.
I'm gonna change the entire script.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you got it. You got the role.
Oh, wait, what?
Woohoo!
Yeah, we're doing it, man.
And provides bait in the form.
Yeah, honestly, I'd probably be happy too. Like, damn, was that good? Woohoo! Yeah, that would definitely be a happy moment. Though, calling the siblings, not having him like, okay, you, we'd rather not split. We're already splitting it half and half. Just saying. Actually, how much money would you actually get for a real-life UFO photo? Kind of curious now. I mean, if anyone else knows, let me know, because I'm actually real curious. What can I say? I'm a curious man. Anyway, back to the hunt.
Form of a fake horse that she snatched from Jupiter's claim. Jupe shows up to ask them about it.
You know, we got some of those!
But M says it's a coincidence, forcing him to leave them with nothing but a thumbs up.
Thumbs up, thumbs up!
Later that night, OJ investigates
to be fair, he had no
barn and sees a fucking
evidence.
alien. God, I love scares from afar like this, and it gets even spookier when a second little gray man pops out.
Nope.
But one back to an oversized head reveals the truth. These traditional-looking aliens are just Jupe's kids in costumes, a payback prank for the plastic pony plundering.
They trying to prank Haywood? It's on!
Hey, you stole that horse.
I think
kids
that's
also
their
let out
evidence there.
Clover, one of their horses, forcing OJ to go
Come
out
on,
and wrangle
Clover.
it. Clover knows when to GTF over, because he takes off when the real alien shows up and abducts the equine effigy in a whirlwind. All that's left visible is a string of colored pennants hanging down from a cloud. Angel's working the night shift when he sees one of the ranch's cameras go offline. Man, how are they supposed to get the open shot when all this tech is full of bugs? He calls up M, who runs outside to witness the UAP get UAPO'd. And run he does, straight into nearby stables, where he watches Clover get beamed up in a dust storm. This horse-eating saucer is too scary for M, who wants them to get the fuck out of Dodge. But OJ refuses to flee his responsibilities.
I got mouths to feed.
He's motivated by the memory of their father, who has some thematically relevant dialogue in a flashback.
I guess some animals ain't fit to be trained.
Otis Sr. is played by Keith David, a two-time kill count veteran. He provides a perfect looming presence over OJ's career. Because of the UFO's power-sapping properties, the siblings realize they need to shoot on film. They try to recruit Antler's Holst, a famous cinematographer who was on the set of that job they lost. He's working on a documentary about dangerous animals when M calls. She tries to entice him by saying he can get the shot of a lifetime, but his response is a cynical no.
Horse girl, this dream you're chasing, the one where you end up at the top of the mountain, all eyes on you.
It's the dream you never wake up from.
At least they still have Angel, who tells them he noticed a motionless cloud in their footage that hasn't moved an inch all day. This wasn't the only sky footage that production had to manipulate. In fact, nearly every single sky shot was completely digital. Peele felt the sky in Nope was paramount, comparing it to the ocean in Jaws. That's why MPC VFX spent 9 whole months researching how to make realistic clouds. The group realizes this cloud must be the UFO in disguise, and OJ begins to suspect it may be even more than that.
It doesn't move like a ship.
What you mean, OJ?
What if it's not a ship?
Later, they'll learn that the object they see isn't a ship, but the alien itself, a giant flying animal. I only clarify that now because it's relevant to some upcoming thematic discussions.
Yeah, you'll see.
Like with that chimp we saw in the beginning. It's finally time to talk about it. The movie switches focus to the filming of Gordy's Home, a sitcom Jupe starred in when he was a kid.
Somehow you'd think that a man who can send a rocket into space would be able to manage a halfway decent birthday present. Nope.
Not surprising, Peele can make a great fake sitcom. It feels in line with his specific observational comedy from Key and Peele.
They're sort of an affront to our more real, gritty lives, being told when to laugh and all that shit.
Gordy's Home was Jupe's TV series after his breakout role in Kid Sheriff, and it followed an astronaut mom, a rocket scientist dad, their daughter Haley, and Jupe as their adopted son Mikey. Oh, and Gordy, of course, the chimpanzee who lives with them. The show was successful enough to get picked up for a second season, but that's when tragedy struck during a taping.
So one of the chimps that plays Gordy just
went off.
Just hit his limit. And it was 6 minutes and 13 seconds of havoc.
We got a glimpse of the incident at the start of the film, but now we see exactly what happened back in 1998. While filming an episode about Gordy's birthday, the balloons began popping due to the studio lights. That shocked the monkey, Peter Gabriel style, causing Gordy to go bananas off screen. The opening scene was from Jupe's point of view as he hid beneath a table while Gordy mauled his co-star Mary Jo Elliott. During the attack, Jupe focused on one of Mary Jo's shoes that somehow landed perfectly upright. A lot has been made about this shoe and what it means. Peele has said it represents the impossible shot that the Haywoods tried to entice Holst with.
That's impossible.
It's also sort of a bad miracle, like OJ was asking about.
True.
And most simply, it's something for Jupe to focus on as he disassociates during the attack. Sitcom dad Tom tries to calm Gordy down, but is tackled and killed in a wet off-screen mauling. At least, I think he dies? Sounds dead anyway.
Yeah.
The bloody monkey wanders back and notices Jupe below the table. He tries to make contact with a fist bump, but before Gordy can phone home, he's gunned down by a cop responding on the scene. Just a reminder that animals don't go on the count, nor does the death of Jupe's childhood. This traumatic experience has been sanitized and marketed by adult Jupe. He even maintains a private museum that canonizes the incident.
I usually charge a fee for this.
The attack was made light of by comedy outlets at the time, and when M asks him what really happened, Jupe just recounts the SNL sketch. He talks about how hilarious it was, with Daryl Hammond and Anna Gasteyer as the parents, Sherry O'Terry as the daughter, and host Scott Wolf as Jupe himself, which is funny because Wolf really did host an episode in 1998. The funniest part, though, is that Chris goddamn Kattan played Gordy going haywire.
It's Kattan. He's just
crushing it.
Makes sense. He had experience playing Mr. Peepers. In Nope, Gordy is CG.
Yikes. Though, can you imagine, like, I don't even know how you even, like, get away with that, but jeez. I can only imagine, like, no wonder this thing is like, whoops. I mean, the lawsuits from this incident, like, uh-oh. I guess there's that old saying in Hollywood, you never work with animals, otherwise this could happen. Jeez. I know I'm making light of it, but yikes. Anyway.
Of course. This movie's all about exploiting animals, so it'd be hypocritical to try to use a real chimp. His movements were provided by stuntman Terry Notary, a former gymnast and Cirque du Soleil acrobat. For decades, Notary's been a movement coach at Ape School, where he instructs actors how to play primates for movies like the Planet of the Apes franchise. Nice. Instead of a mocap suit, he was dressed in a Gordy costume and filmed from multiple angles for reference. Production designer Ruth DeJong built the set 30% larger than normal in order to keep Notary's performance to scale. Jupe and his wife get ready to unveil the new Star Lasso experience, something he's been pushing throughout the movie.
I wanted to invite you to our
Lasso.
new family live show.
As it turns out, Jupe's known about the UFO for half a year and has been feeding it the horses he buys from OJ. Now that he thinks he's got it trained, he wants to turn it into a tourist attraction. In fact, when OJ went out after Ghost, the sound he heard was Jupe rehearsing the show.
What if I told you?
For this inaugural performance, Jupe's brought in his TV sister Mary Jo, who suffered the brunt of Gordy's attack. Now she's in a wheelchair with a disfigured face she hides behind a veil. Her appearance is a clear allusion to Carla Nash, who in 2009 was mauled by animal actor Travis the Chimp at his owner's home in Connecticut. Much like Gordy, Travis was also gunned down by police arriving on the scene. Jupe's comparatively unscathed experience has left him feeling invincible.
Your choices.
He offers up Lucky as his latest sacrifice to entertainment, but there's a spanner in the works, or rather a fake horse in the alien, whose angry screeching makes Jupe realize he's a walking dead man. The irritated invader hoovers up everyone in the arena, including Jupe, his family, Mary Jo, and all the spectators. Not even that lady's sweet Omer shirt will protect her. In a seriously disturbing scene, these poor people are forced up a flesh chute towards a messy end. The slimy claustrophobia is bad enough, but they're not even comfortable in there with that damn horse statue clogging up the pipes. Peele knew this scene would be a big swing.
From like a horror fan perspective, this is super cool shit. And you know it's super cool because I have no idea whether it's gonna work.
It was filmed with the actors pulled along a conveyor belt horizontally through a fake flesh tunnel. The camera moved alongside them on a track, mounted sideways so the footage would look vertical. I love watching the footage of the scene being filmed, which was done as an homage to a similar scene in Fire in the Sky. The alien's digestive tract was actually shown during the opening credits, back when the audience would have no idea what they were looking at. You can even hear distant screams the whole time. Those credits end with the 2-second clip of a black man on a horse that serves as part of the Haywood family mythos. With that context, the shoot feels like the inside of an old folding camera. It's like we're moving down the bellows and looking out the lens at this animated picture, one of the first of its kind, captured in 1887 by Edward Muybridge. These deaths are the result of Jupe's hubris, who is a truly Shakespearean character. Ricky Jupe Park was originally set to be played by Jesse Plemons, who had to drop out to film Killers of the Flower Moon. I guess he opted for the role with a bigger hat. He was replaced by Stephen Yeun, who broke out in The Walking Dead and who was last seen on the kill count in Mayhem. His character is a tragic one. As a child, he was exploited for his age and race in his acting career. As an adult, he tried to take ownership of his past, but he took the wrong lesson from surviving the Gordy attack. He assumed he was special, like a shoe impossibly balanced upright, and went right back to exploiting animals by feeding horses to the alien and trying to make a show of it. He serves as a contrast to OJ, maybe because he lacked the same kind of guidance.
I guess some animals ain't fit to be trained.
Trained animals can be unpredictable.
OJ respects animals and the dangers they can present. Jupe underestimates the alien, and it costs him his life. I was shocked to hear some people say the Gordy scenes had nothing to do with the rest of the movie. They're like the point of the whole film. OJ goes to Jupiter's claim, intent on rescuing Lucky. He finds the place deserted of people and his horse still stuck in a glass case of emotion. True to his name, Lucky's the only survivor of the alien's attack. It returns for a close-up encounter of the third kind that knocks OJ out until nightfall. Back at the ranch, Angel starts to head home when his van loses power, indicating the alien is nearby. He books it inside and joins M just as the UFO parks above the house like an eldritch umbrella. The cause of Otis Sr.'s death is revealed when the alien expels the personal belongings bodies of Jupe's customers, including a coin like the one that killed him. Then it rains down all their insides in truly horrific imagery. I've heard some people say Nope isn't a horror movie. What do you call this rainfall of blood?
That is definitely
to achieve
horror.
this gore storm, production sprayed a mixture of fake blood and water out of sprinklers on the roof. God, I just can't get enough of this movie's behind-the-scenes stuff. Look at this giant crane! A lot of this footage comes from a 1-hour documentary called Shadows, The Making of Nope, which I highly recommend. It not only shows the technical side of things, but highlights how Peele's filmmaking is collaborative and compassionate towards his cast and crew. He manages to give them creative space, even while having a very specific vision of every last detail.
Peele's
I really appreciated
idea
that
behind
he
this
opened the door for collaboration with his particular characters.
As an example, Kiki Palmer did over a dozen takes of her character's
Peele
monologue.
working with a game
According
with
to Peele,
Taylor
each
Gina?
one was wildly different.
I remember
OJ is
that now.
booking it back home in his truck, but is humbled once he sees the scale of what he's dealing with.
No.
Despite taking a phony pony to the road, OJ stays unscathed until the power kicks back in at sunrise. As they file out to the truck, the group has another close call with the UFO, but OJ suddenly recalls Lucky's behavior on set.
Don't look it in the eyes, please.
They're able to stay unnoticed by avoiding eye contact and escape in Angel's van. Eye contact with animals is a recurring motif in Nope. In addition to Lucky's on-set incident, the movie starts with Gordy looking into the camera. It's even possible Jupe avoided Gordy's wrath because they didn't have direct eye contact. They saw each other through the veil of a tablecloth, which itself is echoed in Mary Jo's veil that she wears to cover her face. Conversely, Otis Sr. looked straight up into the sky, which caused his death after the nickel went through his eye. There are plenty of other ocular references, like the song Sunglasses at Night playing in Angel's van, and of course, everything involving cameras, which are kind of like artificial recording eyes. OJ finally figures out that the flying object isn't an alien craft, but rather the alien itself. That revelation almost proves too much for Emerald and Angel, but the group rallies when they're contacted by a new addition to the team, Antler's host, who's been hearing about the strange happenings up in Agua Dulce. By the way, the news report he watches says 40 people are missing, but I'm gonna trust writer Tim's work when it comes to the count. Dude made notated pictures and everything to count up 57 people. Good work, Tim. Way to give Josh a day off. Holst brings a custom-made crank-powered camera whose power can't be sapped by the UFO's EMP. That gets the Haywood siblings pumped.
Let's go, boy!
Now armed with the means to film the alien, OJ gives it a name, Jean Jacket, after the horse Emerald was supposed to inherit. Over the next couple of days, the group makes a plan using Monopoly pieces. They raid Jupiter's claim for its car batteries and recruit a wacky waving inflatable army. The preparation montage is capped off with a song from Antlers.
He was a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater.
I love this gravelly rendition of a novelty song from 1958.
Was a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater.
One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater.
And real fun fact, the original artist Shaboli was also the guy who voiced the frickin' Wilhelm scream. On the big day, Angel uses the battalion of Bailey buddies to track Jean Jacket's movements in the clouds. He and Holst camp out on a hill, giving them the perfect angle to film JJ while OJ distracts it. It took the art department more than 4 hours to place the 65 sky dancers, which were then controlled individually with iPads. They knew when to power down each one, since production put together maps of the valley to track Jean Jacket and its EMP effects. Unfortunately, their plans are interrupted by the arrival of a chrome-domed motorcyclist. This dude is geared out with tons of cameras, trying to get the scoop on the disappearances at Jupiter's claim.
What's the matter? Don't you want to be on TV?
Despite M's warnings, he speeds off down the road. As he passes into the range of the EMP effects, his bike turns off and he takes a gnarly spill. Good guy OJ tries to rescue the reporter, but the guy won't stop trying to get footage.
Not before you take a picture.
He's prioritizing content over safety, much like the movie crew who ignored the Haywood horse rules. It forces OJ to abandon him once Jean Jacket touches down.
Screw you then.
Shiny
Bye-bye.
asshole is sucked up in a whirlwind. I love the bonkers behind-the-scenes footage of this dude getting yoinked up by a frickin' helicopter. Helicopters were also used to simulate the debris getting kicked up when Jean Jacket's close to the ground. They also used enormous fans for that purpose. OJ puts his head down to avoid the same death, and to wear Jean Jacket like it were that big ol' hat in Scary Movie 3. He saddles up and gallops back towards the house with his flying foe hot on his heels, or hooves. God, this shot rules! Since he knows Jean Jacket got a tummy ache when it tried to eat their fake horse, OJ releases some colorful countermeasures that dissuades the alien from chowing down again. Holst and Angel successfully capture the whole thing on camera, and the group celebrates a job well done while the alien bids a hasty retreat. But the good times don't last long, since Holst decides there's a better shot to be captured.
The light, it's gonna be magic, son.
He starts heading out on his own, and it's clear he's not interested in making it back.
It's gonna be all right, Angel. We don't deserve the impossible.
I'm pretty sure
Yeesh.
Holst has a terminal illness. He's heard coughing
Sounds
throughout
right.
the movie, we see him taking pills, and he wears clothes that would be comfortable for a sensitive body. Even this shot of him sitting outside earlier on seems like a man taking in his final days. Already having a death
That
sentence
sounds
is
alright.
probably why he hikes his rig to the top of the mountain and waits for Jean Jacket's return. When he comes back, he nabs his once-in-a-lifetime shot at the cost of his own life. Oh, and also all the footage. Damn it, Ant! Holst is played by Michael Wincott, who brings gravity to the role. We saw him as Captain Elgin in Alien Resurrection. He's also known in the genre from The Crow. To play a cinematographer, he shadowed Hoyt van Hoytema to make sure he was using the camera right. Jean Jacket tries to make second helpings of Angel and M, but both manage to escape with their bodies unchummed. The Haywood house is not quite as lucky and gets completely destroyed by the alien's whirlwind. While it was rehearsed with a stunt double, Brandon Perea did Angel's half abduction himself, which was achieved with a crane and a giant fan.
It's so fun for me. Like, please let me do it again.
That's what I'm saying, man. That looks like a blast. M makes a break and does her best not to stare as Jean Jacket unzips into its final form. What? Jean Jacket is evolving! To give his sister a chance to escape, OJ decides to sacrifice himself and lead Jean Jacket away. After a series of absolutely gorgeous wide shots, he bids his sister a beautiful goodbye with a callback to their youth. And yet another instance of this movie's emphasis on eye contact. Then he stares Jean Jacket straight in the party streamers, enticing it to follow him as he takes off. Science consultant John DeBeery worked with Peel to create a design that resembled jellyfish and squid. He also helped find real-world equivalents for Jean Jacket's abilities, such as its octopi-inspired square eye and its electrical field, taken from electric eels and ghost knifefish. Researcher Kelsey Rutledge even created a scientific manuscript for Jean Jacket that would hold up to academic standards. It included details about its anatomy and behavior, as well as a scientific name.
We decided to name Jean Jacket Oculonimbus Edoequus. So this translates directly to hidden dark cloud stallion eater.
Other inspirations for Jean Jacket's design include Neon Genesis Evangelion's 10th angel, Sahaquiel, biblical descriptions of angels, Robert Mapplethorpe's photographs of orchids, and Marilyn Monroe's dress. The alien's movement is meant to simulate large pieces of cloth, with its skin harnessing the wind and riding it for mobility.
Hey, you get chills looking at that
It looks like a mushroom cap with the stem picked off, and I really like that. I just love this fucking alien, okay? OJ leads Jean Jacket far away enough to bring power back to the motorcycle, which allows M to speed away on it towards Jupiter's claim. She had mentioned the skill during her character introduction. She proves her proficiency with a badass motorcycle slide that Peel confirms was inspired by Akira. Still determined to get her Oprah shot, M releases a distraction in the form of a giant kid sheriff balloon. She starts snapping photos with an old-timey photo booth she noticed during her first visit, and which figured into the movie poster for Kid Sheriff. With a mechanical photography device, she captures the moment Jean Jacket takes the bait and attacks its new inflatable opponent. Both M and Angel watch as the alien struggles to digest Balloon Boy, which eventually causes both parties to pop. It's a bit of a tragedy, since Jean Jacket was just an animal looking for a home.
I wouldn't say Jean Jacket's the villain. The real villain is humanity's instinct to think they can put a party hat on a wild animal.
An exhausted M celebrates as reporters arrive on the scene. She's too distracted to deal with them though, after she sees that OJ has survived to ride another day. The siblings have an emotional reunion, and the movie ends with a close-up of the photo that's about to make them famous. How many people were served up as meals on a flying saucer? Let's find out and get to the numbers.
Uh-oh.
Run!
No.
Oh, God!
Gordy, cut down! Cut down, Gordy! Ah!
Jesus, Gordy, down!
I got him. Okay.
We counted 61 kills in Nope, with a big boost in numbers from the Star Lasso experience. The victims consisted of 37 males and 24 females, giving us this partially digested pie chart. It's a different gender breakdown than the last time we counted 61 kills in the Final Destination, since most of those victims were unknown. With a runtime of 130 minutes, Nope had a kill on average every 2.13 minutes. I'll give the Golden Chainsaw for coolest kill collectively to the 57 people that
we actually do get
It's a tragically fitting end to Jeep's storyline. The shot inside Jean Jacket is disturbing as hell. The almost ready for lamest kill, I guess, goes to Antler's Holst, since the dude walked into it on his own. And that's it. Nope came out in 2022 and is one of my favorite movies of recent years, if this video didn't make that abundantly clear.
True.
We'll stick with sci-fi for next week, but until then, I'm James A. Janice. This has been The Kill Count.
On the next Kill Count. 5 years from now, the machines will take control of the planet and destroy all of mankind.
I'll be back.
The world is pretty terrifying.
Negative. It is a paradise compared to the 1980s with your pet iguanas, your very large hair, and your baby Bill Paxtons. My turn. No, it's my turn to finally be on the kill count for the Terminator.
You can't do that. Too bad.
Yes, technically it's not a horror film, but it shares a lot of the same DNA. For one, I'm an unstoppable killer.
And it absolutely will
not stop
ever until you are dead.
Dead.
And then it's also got a strong final girl.
I mean, am I tough? Organized? I can't even balance my checkbook.
And of course,
me.
There are kills. So chill out, because we're doing it.
Look at it this way, in 100 years, who's gonna care?
The waitress is right. You'll all be dead by then. So why not spend your last moments this week watching a movie that reminds you that phone books, you know, used to be a thing?
You're kidding me.
Then on Friday, set your sights on the kill count. Only on dead meat.
I'll be back.
Oh, actually, no, you won't. We're only doing the first one because that's the only kind of, you know, horror one.
Oh,
sorry. The Terminator can currently be.
Oh, well, I guess you can only go so far. Terminator, I guess, counts as horror. Because in a way, it's, yeah, I mean, 2 onwards, they're kind of more action than horror, which, in a way, I guess you could see. What do you guys think? Terminator? Or let me know. Anyway, till next time, adios.